Your kidneys are working right now. Every second of every day, they're filtering your blood, removing waste, balancing electrolytes, and regulating blood pressure. They process about 200 liters of blood daily, extracting toxins and excess substances while retaining what your body needs. This is remarkable biological engineering. Two fist-sized organs performing continuous, precise chemical filtration that keeps you alive. But there's a problem. The modern diet, particularly the amount of sugar most people consume, is forcing your kidneys to work in a state of constant overload. It's like running an engine at maximum RPM continuously. The system wasn't designed for this. High sugar consumption damages kidneys gradually and silently. You won't feel it happening. Kidneys don't send pain signals until they've lost roughly 70% of their function. By the time you notice something's wrong, the damage is already severe. But here's what's equally remarkable. Your kidneys can recover. Stop overloading them with sugar, and within days, measurable improvements begin. Within a month, significant healing occurs. So let's explore what actually happens to your kidneys when you eliminate sugar for 30 days. To understand what quitting sugar does, you first need to understand what sugar is doing to your kidneys right now. When you eat sugar, your blood glucose rises. Your kidneys have to filter this glucose-laden blood. In normal amounts, this is fine. But when blood sugar is chronically elevated, your kidneys enter a state called hyperfiltration. Hyperfiltration is exactly what it sounds like. Your kidneys are filtering at an abnormally high rate, working harder and faster than they should. This isn't adaptation. This is damage in progress. The increased filtration pressure damages the delicate structures inside your kidneys, called nephrons. Each kidney contains about 1 million nephrons, tiny filtering units where blood is cleaned. High pressure damages the glomeruli, the filtration membranes in each nephron. Once glomeruli are damaged, they become leaky. They start allowing proteins and other large molecules that should stay in your blood to pass through into your urine. This is called proteinuria, and it's one of the earliest signs of kidney damage. But you won't know this is happening unless you specifically test for it. Kidneys are remarkably resilient and redundant. You can lose significant kidney function before experiencing any symptoms. Sugar damages kidneys through another insidious mechanism, the formation of advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. AGEs form when sugar molecules bind to proteins or fats in your body without enzymatic control. This is a chemical reaction called glycation, and it happens spontaneously when sugar concentrations are high. AGEs are problematic because they're sticky and inflammatory. They accumulate in tissues, cross-link with proteins, and make structures rigid that should be flexible. In your kidneys, AGEs accumulate in the filtration membranes, making them less effective and more prone to damage. AGEs also trigger oxidative stress and inflammation, further damaging kidney tissue. Over time, this leads to fibrosis, the formation of scar tissue that permanently reduces kidney function. High sugar consumption accelerates AGE formation throughout your body, but kidneys are particularly vulnerable because they're constantly exposed to high concentrations of glucose as they filter blood. When you eliminate sugar, the first 3 days are the hardest. This is when withdrawal symptoms peak. Your brain has adapted to regular glucose spikes. Sugar triggers dopamine release, creating a reward response. When you stop eating sugar, your brain experiences a drop in dopamine signaling. This creates cravings, irritability, difficulty concentrating, and mood swings. You might also experience headaches from changes in blood flow and neurotransmitter levels as your body adjusts. This feels terrible, but something important is happening simultaneously. Your kidneys are beginning to recover. Within the first few days, AGE production drops significantly. Your blood sugar becomes more stable, reducing the hyperfiltration stress on your kidneys. Oxidative stress markers begin declining. You can't feel this happening, but it's measurable. Studies show that inflammatory markers and kidney stress indicators improve within days of reducing sugar intake. Your kidneys are getting a break for the first time in possibly years. By the end of the first week, you'll likely notice physical changes. One of the most noticeable is reduced bloating. High sugar intake causes insulin spikes. Insulin signals your kidneys to retain sodium and water, This is why high-sugar diets often lead to water retention and bloating. When you stop eating sugar, insulin levels stabilize. Your kidneys stop retaining excess sodium in water. You release the accumulated fluid. This is why people often lose several pounds in the first week of quitting sugar. It's mostly water weight, but it indicates your kidneys are functioning more normally. Your blood pressure also begins to decrease. The relationship between sugar and blood pressure is mediated partly through insulin and sodium retention, and partly through effects on blood vessel function. Lower blood pressure reduces the stress on your kidneys. They don't have to work against as much pressure, which further reduces the damage from hyperfiltration. By the second week, changes are occurring in your urine composition that significantly reduce kidney stone risk. High sugar consumption, particularly fructose, increases calcium excretion in urine. It also increases uric acid levels and decreases urinary citrate, a compound that prevents stone formation. This combination creates the perfect conditions for kidney stones. Calcium and uric acid crystallize in your urinary tract, forming painful stones that can obstruct urine flow. When you quit sugar, urinary calcium decreases, uric acid levels normalize, citrate levels increase. Your urine becomes less likely to form crystals. Within 2 weeks, these changes are measurable. Your kidneys are producing urine with a composition that's far less likely to create stones. If you've had kidney stones before, this is one of the most significant benefits of quitting sugar. By week 3, systemic inflammation is dropping significantly. This has profound effects on kidney health. Sugar triggers inflammation through multiple mechanisms. It activates inflammatory pathways, increases oxidative stress, and promotes the release of inflammatory cytokines. Chronic inflammation damages kidney tissue. It contributes to the progression of kidney disease and impairs the kidney's ability to repair themselves. When you eliminate sugar, inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein, or CRP, decrease. Studies show significant drops in CRP within weeks of reducing sugar intake. Lower inflammation allows your kidneys to begin repairing damage. Your immune system can clear out damaged cells more effectively. Healthy cells can regenerate and replace damaged ones. This is real healing occurring at the tissue level. Your kidneys are recovering function that was impaired by chronic inflammation. By the end of 30 days, your insulin sensitivity has improved significantly. This is crucial for long-term kidney health. Diabetes is one of the leading causes of kidney failure worldwide. Diabetic nephropathy, kidney damage caused by chronically high blood sugar, affects a large percentage of people with type 2 diabetes. The mechanism is the hyperfiltration and AGE formation we discussed earlier, but amplified and sustained over years. Improving insulin sensitivity protects against this. When your cells respond properly to insulin, blood sugar remains stable. Your kidneys don't experience the constant stress of filtering high glucose blood. Even if you're not diabetic, improving insulin sensitivity reduces your risk of developing diabetes in the future. 30 days of no sugar significantly improves insulin sensitivity in most people. Your cells become more responsive to insulin. Less insulin is needed to manage blood sugar. This creates a positive feedback loop. Better insulin sensitivity means more stable blood sugar, which means less kidney stress, which means better overall metabolic health. 30 days without sugar is not a cure for kidney disease. If you have significant kidney damage, you need medical treatment. But for most people, 30 days demonstrates something important. Your body functions better without constant sugar overload. Your kidneys are designed to handle the occasional sweet fruit our ancestors encountered. They're not designed to filter the massive amounts of refined sugar in the modern diet. When you eliminate that sugar, you're not depriving your body. You're allowing it to function as it was designed to function. The improvements you see in 30 days are just the beginning. Continue avoiding excess sugar, and the benefits compound. Your kidneys continue healing. Your risk of kidney disease continues decreasing. Eliminating all sugar for 30 days is challenging in the modern food environment. Sugar is everywhere. Bread, sauces, salad dressings, supposedly healthy foods. You'll need to read labels carefully. You'll need to cook more meals from whole ingredients. The first week is the hardest. After that, cravings diminish. Your taste buds adapt. Foods that didn't taste sweet before start tasting sweeter. Most successful approaches focus on eliminating added sugars while allowing natural sugars from whole fruits and vegetables. Fruits contain sugar, but it's packaged with fiber, vitamins, and other nutrients that moderate its effects. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is dramatically reducing the sugar load your kidneys have to deal with daily. Here's the remarkable thing about kidneys. Given the opportunity, they repair themselves. Kidney cells can regenerate, damaged structures can heal, function can improve. But this requires removing the source of ongoing damage. As long as you're consuming high amounts of sugar daily, your kidneys are in a constant state of stress. Repair can't keep up with destruction. Stop the damage, and repair begins immediately. Within days, measurable improvements occur. Within weeks, significant healing happens. 30 days without sugar shows you what's possible. Your kidneys can function better. Your overall health improves. Your risk of serious kidney disease decreases. This isn't about deprivation. It's about activating your body's sophisticated repair mechanisms by removing a constant source of damage. Your kidneys are working hard to keep you alive. The least you could do is stop making their job unnecessarily difficult.